But both of you share John's view that this was that you would not be enthusiastic even though you give him the credit for the win.
Strongly share John's view. I was hoping in the last 50 minutes that Barcelona would beat them. I've made my mind about Benitez tonight, and we were talking during the match. He's a nice man, but he's got a huge negative streak, and he made some bizarre decisions. Liverpool were terrible in the second half. They didn't play football. They didn't approach the match. The second half with any degree of conviction. And they let it.
But they didn't have to, did they?
Well, Bill, we're in the business of judging performances. You know, if that was a concert, you'd boo. And that was a game of football at the highest level. Liverpool were terrible. Sissoko giving the ball away. Gerrard, right, found out tonight. Nothing player. Alonso, never there at all. Only for Carragher. Only for a couple of performances at the back. They were terrible, Bill, tonight. Terrible. And if you can't get a performance on a night like that against a team that didn't even really want to be there, where did they go from there?
All right, Liam, you said at half-time you thought that Benitez had got his tactics right.
No, I didn't say he's got his tactics right. I doubt if I said that. I said he set his side out tactically to play this way. And so far
and he
had
got
it
about right.
So far he had it right.
Yeah, okay.
But he was hanging on in the end, wasn't he?
Oh, he was, of course. And what was your judgment? Do you share the views that this was a very poor Liverpool?
You know what? I'm a great fan of Barcelona. I'm a great fan of how they play football, and I'm sorry they've gone out to a team that's really just beat them with hard, tenacious work over the two legs. And Barcelona, when they get on that plane tonight or tomorrow morning, they'll be kicking themselves to go out to a team like Liverpool, who really had only hard work to offer.
But that's very. You're very harsh.
Well, look at the decisions. Well, that's how you know.
I think Liverpool deserve to win it over the two legs because, first of all, and I said in the first leg, I'm sure people are sick of hearing me say, honesty of effort is your starting point.
But John, you go out in the street and get 11 guys with honesty of effort.
In the first leg,
yeah, I know.
Liverpool,
but wasn't the bottom line though, John, that Barcelona were awful and Liverpool didn't allow them play?
No, well, Liverpool did allow them to play, but that was the problem. In the second half, I don't think Barcelona were up for the game. First half, when Liverpool got about them, and they were a little bit unlucky, hit the crossbar, could have had the match over. But they were still giving the ball an awful lot away in the first half. Second half, it seemed to me, watching them, we're going to hang on here till the end. And there's two things in football, Bill. You've got to win the ball back. Everybody's got to make an effort to win the ball back. And when you have the ball, there's an obligation for everybody to use it as constructively as you possibly can. That's the game of football. Now, what I saw from Liverpool there tonight was a nervous, led by the manager, I think, a nervousness, a lack of moral courage to get on the ball and use it as it should be used, and therefore make it easier for yourself. And in the end, if you don't do that, as Liverpool actually were lucky in the second half. Ronaldinho came to life for them.
They were lucky,
upright. Yeah. So they gave the initiative to Barcelona. They didn't have to win it.
This is the Champions League. This is the best football in the world right now. The best footballers are in Europe, and Liverpool is a great football club with great teams and a great tradition. And to see that team, you know, fail to live up to the reputation of that football club tonight against the Barcelona team that didn't want to know was quite shocking. Gerrard, you keep hearing people say that Gerrard is one of the greatest players in the world. Another myth. Alonso, non-existent. Benitez, he takes Bellamy off. Bellamy, one player who could have really hurt Barcelona when they were steaming forward. He puts Pennant on. When is Jermaine Pennant ever going to be in a team that wins the Premier League and wins the Champions League? Never.
Yeah, but he's going to say to you, I'm in the quarterfinals of the Champions
That's
League.
what he's going to say, and that's
yeah.
what a lot of people are going to say on his behalf in England, and you know, the argument is who's right and who's wrong. But just for the beauty of the game,
it's not just beauty, Liam.
I'm talking about the beauty of the game, the way Barcelona play, the way Liverpool play. I know which team I'd rather see to go through.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that sentiment of Leeds. I don't think teams like Chelsea can be very effective without being easy on the eye, but they're professional in what they do. What I would be critical of Liverpool tonight, led by Benitez, that there's a moral courage and there's a physical courage to football. And that didn't show, particularly in the second half, any moral courage whatsoever to go and lead from there. Of course, the result is everything. But if you're talking about the width of an upright between going in and going out, Bill, in the match in the second half, then that's not tactical planning.
But equally,
it
could have been 3-0 at half-time. We're going to take a break. We'll have more reaction and analysis in just a few moments, so do stay with us.